Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to your virtual Trivia Monday with NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. My name is Meredith. I'm going to be your trivia host this evening. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We are going to be playing 4 rounds of trivia this evening. Anything could come up in the quiz. This is a general trivia quiz, no specific topics. I will guide you through how all of this works as we go here this evening. And you can get your virtual answer sheet by coming on over to this website, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Once you get to the website, you will be able to get your team signed up for tonight's quiz. This video stream is also embedded directly on the page. So it's just a little one-stop shop for your trivia game this evening. If you're checking out the game for the first time tonight, hello, welcome. Where have you been all my life? Very happy you're here. Play with us. Get your team signed up this evening. It can be super casual, and you can just play a one-off game tonight, or come back on Wednesday for our next quiz and continue to play with us. Whatever your commitment level is, we welcome you to play with us this evening. When you get to the website, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, enter in a team name, an email address, and then let us know if you are or are not a part of the league. As I said before, we will be playing 4 rounds of trivia this evening. The first 3 categories tonight are going to be question and answer rounds, and we're going to close it out. Round number 4 is a picture round tonight. For all of the rounds, you will have 10 questions in them. I will guide you through the questions. As I ask one of them out loud, it will pop up one at a time directly on your virtual answer sheet. So you will be able to see the questions that I'm asking. Some of the questions have multiple choice options. The vast majority of them are going to be short answer questions. Type in the response you think is correct, or click on the response that you think is correct. There's going to be a 20-second countdown timer that'll get started. Keep an eye on that countdown timer, and please make sure that you always click that button that says submit answers before the 20-second countdown timer expires, or we will not receive your responses. So keep an eye on it. Always click submit answers. Hi and welcome. If you're just joining us right now, my name is Meredith from NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. Hope your weeks are off to an excellent start. As it stands, we've got 22 teams signed up and ready to go for this quiz. You can add your team name to that list by coming to this here website, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Fill out the sign-up information, click the button that says Join Game. Before we get into our first round, I have 2 rules for tonight's game. Our first rule and most important rule: please do not cheat at trivia. Do not look the answers up. We kindly ask that you use your brains here this evening, not any electronic devices. Don't let the robot overlords beat us. I know Watson is out there. Watson already has shown us that computers know a whole lot. But let's find out what our human brain power can do this evening. Play fairly and don't look things up. Rule number 2, please don't give away the answers in the chat. We welcome you to participate in the chat. Talk to us. Always great to hear from you. Just don't give away the answers. Okay, it's your last call to get your team signed up for tonight's quiz. Once again, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. That is where you can get your virtual answer sheet. Fill out that sign-up information. Click that button that says Join Game. We have 25 teams signed up and ready to go tonight. Our first team to sign up, the Helsinki Syndrome. Welcome, the Helsinki Syndrome, and thank you for helping out in the chat before. The most recent team to join us, hello to the Rubber Yolks. Great to see some unfamiliar team names in the mix here tonight, and also fantastic to see a lot of teams who are often here. Thank you so much for joining us. Once again, I hope you had a lovely weekend. Happy birthday to Trivia Peter. Shout out to Peter, my wonderful husband, who's manning the chat here tonight. Peter, I'm so happy you're back. I missed you on Wednesday's quiz, and I hope you had a very happy birthday over the weekend. Show Peter some love in the chat. Let's dive right on in to our first category of the evening, round number one's topic. Okay, here we go. Round one. We're talking all about all in the family. Family being the key word in this first round. So maybe it'll pop up in the questions, or maybe a member of a family, like an uncle, aunt, sister, brother, mother, father, could be part of your question or answer in this round. Here we go. Best of luck on the quiz. Round one, question one. After acquiring Connor Hayward as of May 2022, this Mid-Atlantic NFL team now has 4 pairs of brothers playing for them, the most by a wide margin. Name that team. I have an answer for you all. That NFL team that acquired Connor Hayward is the Steelers. The Steelers is your correct response for round one, question one. Our second question of the night, All in the Family, was a 1970s sitcom that ran for 9 seasons. It featured Carol O'Connor, Gene Stapleton, and this famous actor, who may be better known for his direction of films such as The Princess Bride and When Harry Met Sally. That All in the Family actor turned director, it's Rob Reiner. Rob Reiner, your correct response for number two. Our third question of the night in our All in the Family round. Here we go. In taxonomic hierarchy, family comes between genus and what? I've got an answer for you all. In taxonomic hierarchy, family comes between genus and order is your correct answer. We've got kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. I think it continues now. They've added some stuff like subspecies, I believe, maybe something else on the other end of that spectrum. But we're looking for order as your correct answer here. Our next question, number 4. As of May 2020, how many grandkids does Kris Jenner have? How many grandkids? It is multiple choice. personally do not keep up with the Kardashians and would have no idea here. Would have been a guess. Let's see though. If you put 11, you got that point. 11 is your correct answer here. 48% of you got that right. 39% went with 8, which that seems like a more reasonable response. I may have put 8 as well, but 11 it is. Our next question in this round, number 5. Bit of a throwback with this one. Tia and Tamara Mowry starred on the 90s sitcom Sister Sister, and their brother Taj Mowry played a 10-year-old genius named TJ on what other 90s sitcom? Taj Mowry played the character TJ, boy genius, on Smart Guy is your correct answer for this one. I hope some of you dug that out of the back of your brain from some 90s TV watching. 52% of you got that one correct. On to our 6th question in our All in the Family round. In the Game of Thrones books, Theon Greyjoy's sister is named Asha. What do they call her in the HBO series? Not Asha, something else. In the Game of Thrones TV show, Asha Greyjoy became Yara Greyjoy. Yara, your correct response. Did anyone see the trailer for House of the Dragon yet? I caught it the other day. It looks like Game of Thrones, a lot of blonde wigs going on. I'm going to check it out. I hope it's good. Our next question, number 7. Who wrote and directed the 1996 movie Big Night about brothers Primo and Secondo, who own a New Jersey Italian restaurant in the 1950s? That 1996 movie Big Night, written and directed by and starring Stanley Tucci, is your correct answer. That's right, everybody. You have been Tucci'd. There it is in the bottom corner over there. I believe he's right in the corner. And his brother, as played by Monk. What is his name? I can't think of it right now. I do know it, though. Monk's name. Yes, from Mrs. Maisel. That actor played his brother. People are going to go crazy in the chat. What is his name? I think of it. Shalhoub! Tony Shalhoub, of course. I covered him up with his name here. Thank you for chiming in. All right, let's move on to our next question here. Round 1, question number 8. I Got All My Sisters and Me. with me rather. What musical group performs the famous song "We Are Family"? Name that group. We Are Family, a song by Sister Sledge. Sister Sledge. A lot of members of the family popping up in that question and answer. Two more questions in round number one. Here is number 9, a multiple choice question. First, though, happy belated Mother's Day to my mother. If you're here, happy Mother's Day. Wish I could have spent it with you. And this question happens to pertain to Mother's Day. In 1907, Mother's Day creator Anna Jarvis selected a white kind of what flower, a variety of dianthus that is sometimes called clove pink, as the emblem for the holiday. Name that flower that's an emblem for Mother's Day. That white flower that is the emblem for Mother's Day is a carnation. Carnation, your correct response. Anna Jarvis's mother's favorite flower was a carnation. Our final question of round one. What is the name of the Addams family's butler who often would croak the refrain, "You rang"? Name that butler. Your correct answer, that butler for the Addams family, his name is Lurch. Lurch, an excellent descriptive word for that character. And I very much hope many of you got that one right. 82% coming in with a correct response for round one, question 10. Let's see where that leaves us. One round into the game. As it stands up here at the top, we've got a tie in 8th place with 8 points between Little Lord Fauntleroy and Glorious Purpose. Tied in 4th with 9 points, Team Gravy, Banana Phones, New Pope, and 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. And we have a 3-way tie for first right now. They haven't missed a point, not yet. We drink and we know things. 12, 22, and 69 all have 10 out of a possible 10 points. Excellently well done. Our second round coming at you in one moment. We do private events with NYC Trivia League. Please keep us in mind for your next gathering, whether it's something in person, virtual, or some hybrid version of those two things. We'd love to be a part of it. I coordinate our private events so we can work together. Suggest us for any kind of corporate event that may be coming about that you are a part of. There's my email address, meredith@nyctrivialeague.com. Cannot wait to work with you. Our second round tonight, we're talking all about numerical prefixes is our theme. In this round, each of your answers will contain a numerical prefix. It's going to make a whole lot of sense right away. Let's get right on in. Numerical prefixes, round two. Question one. Quite a few countries have mythical creatures as their national animal, including Wales, which is a dragon, Greece, which is a phoenix, and Scotland, which has what national animal? The national animal of Scotland happens to be a unicorn. A unicorn, your correct response. That numerical prefix, UNI, as in one. You got the gist. Hopefully, you knew unicorn here. 60% of you got it correct. Here is round two, question number two. In an upset, Rich Strike won the first race in this thoroughbred threesome. Helsinki, an excellent question. I don't know why it's not called a unihorn. That would make more sense to me in my modern parlance here. It must be old timey to call a horn a corn. Your correct answer for number two, Rich Strike, is of course a racehorse that won the Kentucky Derby, which is the first race in the thoroughbred threesome known as the Triple Crown. Triple Crown, your correct response. Try your numerical prefix there. Numerical. Did it first try. Question three. The vastus intermedius, vastus medialis, vastus lateralis, and rectus femoris make up what group of muscles in the human body? Trivia Man, excellent idea. Stanley Tucci really ought to pop up in this round. I wish that were the case, but we'll go ahead and Tucci you all right now, just for fun. Your correct answer for number three, that grouping of muscles is called the quadriceps or quads. Your correct answer for number three. There are four of them. Hopefully that tipped you off. Question number four. This new Mike Myers Netflix series surrounds a secretive group of five working to influence world events. Name that show.
friends. I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale prince. Just something I can turn to, somebody I can kiss. I want something just like this.
Ryder on the radio, great to see you. It's been a minute, and thank you for the Latin lesson here. Corn, Latin for horn, which I can't fact check right now, but I do believe you as a hardcore trivia nerd here. I don't know if you're a nerd. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you a name. Our answer here, this new Mike Myers show does not have great reviews. I have not watched it though. If anyone has checked it out, let me know. Apparently, in some ways, based on So I Married an Axe Murderer, they're tied together. It's called The Pentaveret. Pentaveret, your correct answer. 50% of you familiar with this brand new show. Our fifth question in round number 2. Karl Marx, former boxer Chris Eubank, and Mr. Peanut are all known for wearing what sort of distinctive eyewear? Trivia Man weighing in, the Pentaveret is exactly what you think a Mike Myers show in 2022 would be. So whatever you think that might be is what it is. Our correct answer for number 5, that classy bit of eyewear, is a monocle. A monocle. Your correct response for number 5. Our sixth question in round 2. Orville and Wilbur Wright's The Wright Flyer was this sort of aircraft because it had 2 main wings that stacked one above the other. Rosemary, Mr. Peanut would have been my entry point into that one as well. I'm sure you're not alone. Glad you got it. Your correct answer for number 6, the Wright Flyer, was a biplane. A biplane, your correct response for number 6. Question number 7, appearing as second-year teacher Janine Teagues, who is the creator and star of Abbott Elementary? Hint, she has a name that contains a prefix for the number 5.
I've made up my mind over and over. Keep pressing rewind, but I'm getting older.
Number 7, this wonderful show, Abbott Elementary, happened to be my hint of the night on Instagram. If you all follow me on Instagram at Trivia Meredith, you would have known to study up and make sure you knew Quinta Brunson's name. Quinta Brunson, very Talented, a very funny Quinta Brunson, your correct response. I see you did know 81% of you coming in with the correct answer. And if you don't follow me to get those hints, now is the time to give me a follow at Trivia Meredith. I'll help boost your score. Your next hint is coming up for our Wednesday quiz, which is also right here at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. See you Wednesday. Our eighth question in this round. Here we go. Competitors in this grouping of 10 track and field events vie for the title of world's greatest athlete. Name that grouping of events. Elliot, I like it. The Clues Brothers, I'm seeing a brand new team name for you. Switch it up. I like it. Your correct answer for number 8, that is called a decathlon. Decathlon, your correct response. 2 more questions in round 2. Here is number 9. Originally on BBC's Children's Channel, what animated series is about a group of 8 anthropomorphic animals who live on an undersea base and go on aquatic adventures? What's that show called? Chris had to block this show because his son was so obsessed with it. It just popped up as a suggestion for something I might like, which I'm not sure why. Because I don't know. Maybe it's good. It's Octonauts. Octonauts is your correct response for number 9. It's definitely going to come up again now that we're talking about it. All the devices are listening. Our final question of round number 2, based on a DC Comics character, Josh Brolin stars as what bounty hunter anti-hero character in a 2010 movie whose last name is a prefix for the number 6? That DC Comics character that Josh Brolin portrayed is named Jonah Hex. Jonah Hex, your correct response for round 2, number 10. Hope you did well in our second round, our numerical prefixes round. Let's check out our scores going into our third round here tonight. Tied in 9th with 16 points each, we have Team Gravy. Pieced it together, tied in 7th with 17, Little Lord Fauntleroy and the Helsinki Syndrome. In a tie for 5th with 18 points, Banana Phones and New Pope. In 4th with 19 points, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. And holding on to that top spot, these 3 continue to have perfect scores. We drink and we know things 12, 22, and 69, all tied in first right now. Let's see if we can stump you at all in our third category of the evening. Tonight, we are talking all about practice makes perfect as our topic for round number 3. In this round, your question or your answer will have something to do with the word practice or perfect. Here we go. Round 3, question 1. Private Practice was a 2007 spin-off of what medical TV series? I remember it happened. The character Madison got her own show. It's a spinoff of Grey's Anatomy. Grey's Anatomy, your correct response for number 1. Our second question in round number 3, fill in the blank. In a quote from Winston Churchill, perfection is the enemy of blank. Perfection is the enemy of progress is your correct response for number 2. Progress. Round 3, question 3. Since 1901, there have been 23 perfect games pitched in Major League Baseball history. The most recent was in 2012 when Felix Hernandez, aka King Felix, of what team pitched the perfect game at what is now T-Mobile Park against the Tampa Bay Rays? What team was Felix Hernandez playing for? That's very cool, Helsinki syndrome, that they got to experience this. Your correct answer, he was playing for the Seattle Mariners. The Mariners, your correct response. Our fourth question in round number 3. The husband of Michelle Pfeiffer, who is the creator of Ally McBeal, The Practice, Big Little Lies, and 9 Perfect Strangers? A prolific TV creator and producer. His name, David E. Kelly, is your correct response for number 4. Our fifth question in round number 3. What Black Eyed Peas song asks, "Can you practice what you preach?" Name that song. Can you practice what you preach? Learn to turn the other cheek. It is "Where is the Love?" Where is the love? Your correct response for number 5. Question number 6. In a 2020 TV episode, what character delivers a nearly word perfect speech that was based on an interview with Allen Iverson in which he says the word practice 22 times, as in, "We're talking about practice"? Name that TV character. That character gives a rousing speech to Jamie Tart. It's Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso, your correct response. That Allen Iverson speech is 20 years old, and very cool how they recontextualize it on Ted Lasso. Our 7th question in round 3. Administered by the Association of American Medical Colleges, what examination for prospective physicians has a perfect score of 528? Hope we have some medical professionals out there, or medical students perhaps, who are likely very familiar with the MCAT, the Medical College Admission Test. MCAT, your correct response for number 7. Question number 8. According to Malcolm Gladwell's book Outliers, it takes 10,000 hours of practice to reach mastery level of a subject. If you practice something for 3 hours a day, it would take a little over how many years to log 10,000 hours? How many years? A little bit of math for you all this evening. Hopefully, not too challenging of a math problem to solve. 10,000 divided by 3 divided by 365 is 9.13. 9-ish years is your correct answer for number 8. Our 9th question in round number 3, fill in the blank. In Miss Congeniality, when asked to describe the perfect date, one of the pageant contestants says, I'd have to say blank 25th because it's not too hot, not too cold. All you need is a light jacket. Fill in that blank. I'm glad we're making some sense of this meme for you right or on the radio. Your correct answer, that quote from Miss Congeniality, the perfect date, I'd have to say April 25th. April, your correct answer. It's not too hot, not too cold. All you need is a light jacket. I don't know about this April, not here. It was a little too cold for me. It's getting better out there though. Let's talk about the weather. Our final question of round number 3. In a classic joke, when a New Yorker is asked, how do I get to what concert venue? The answer is practice. Love this classic corny joke. How do I get to Carnegie Hall? Practice. Carnegie Hall, your correct answer for number 10. Hope you knew that one. That wraps up round number 3 this evening. 1 round left in tonight's quiz. Here's where our top teams stand going into this final round. We have a tie in 9th with 23 points each between Team Gravy and the Blue Shells. In 8th with 24, pieced it together. In 7th with 26 points, we have 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. In 4th place, a 3-way tie with 27 points, Banana Phones, New Pope, and the Helsinki Syndrome. And it continues, everyone. They have 30 points each. They haven't missed a single question. We drink and we know things. 12, 22, and 69. Let us see if you can keep it up in our 4th and final round here this evening, or if one of these teams is going to overtake We Drink and We Know Things for that top spot here. Before we get to round 4, at the bottom of your screens tonight, if you scroll down underneath all of the names of the teams, you will find these here tipping widgets. This game is only here because of the generosity of our teams over the past 2+ years. I really enjoy hosting this virtual quiz for you all twice a week, and I hope you get something out of playing with it, whether it's connecting with friends or, working your mind a little bit here. Whatever it is you get out of it, maybe heckling us in the chat. You don't do that. Y'all are really cool. Thank you for that. We'd really appreciate your support here tonight via a donation. We've got that Venmo link, a credit card link as well. Anything you're able to send over means a whole lot to us. And thank you so much to those of you who have donated in the past. And I hope you can do it again this evening. Our fourth category tonight, the picture round. We are talking all about Tom Cruise movies. Tom Cruise movies is the theme. Here we go, everybody. In this round, you are going to see 10 images of movies that star or feature Tom Cruise. And it is your job to name the movie based on the movie still. We will be displaying the images one at a time up here next to me as part of this live stream. They also are embedded directly on your virtual answer sheet. So you have two ways to see the images tonight. And what we're looking for from you is the name of the movie. It is all short answer here. And at the end of this round, after image number 10, we do have a tiebreaker question to close out the game. Let's do it, everybody. Hope you can name these Tom Cruise movies. Round 4, image number 1. What movie is this? Your correct answer for image number 1. This is Risky Business. Risky Business, your correct response. Our second image in our Tom Cruise movies round. Name this movie. Your correct answer for image number 2. I hope you figured it out based on some context clues there. It's a Cocktail. Cocktail, your correct response. Image number 3. Name this Tom Cruise movie. Your correct answer for image number 3. This movie is Collateral. Collateral, your correct response. If you all are enjoying the movie questions that pop up in our quiz and you wish that there were more movie questions, let me familiarize you all with Trivia Man here, who is the host and creator of the movie quiz, also part of our same network of quizzes here. And his show is getting restarted tomorrow. Let us know in the chat, Chris, where people can check out the game and what time it starts, since it's been moved to Tuesdays now. And I hope very much that you all check out the movie quiz. Peter and I have been lucky enough to be guests on it a few times. And it's a lot of fun. So I hope you play the movie quiz tomorrow for its return. And let's get into our fourth image tonight. Name this Tom Cruise movie. We got Paul Newman, we got Tom Cruise, we got the game of pool. The movie is called The Color of Money. The Color of Money. Also, thank you, Chris and Peter, pulling this together here. Play.themoviequiz.com, Tuesdays at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Check it out tomorrow, everyone. Play the movie quiz. All right, your next image. Number 5, name this Tom Cruise movie. We've got Cuba Gooding Jr. and Tom Cruise in the movie Jerry Maguire. Jerry Maguire, your correct response for number 5. On to image number 6. Name this movie.
She said, oh, my love's right to get
to 100% Kitty Doyle. This is a Spielberg movie, and Trivia Man thinks the best Spielberg movie of the 21st century. Interesting. Okay. I don't know. I haven't thought about that to weigh in with an opinion here, but this movie is Minority Report. Minority Report, your correct response. On to image number 7. Name this movie.
Growing pains, flying rain on the high sea. Still trees, got the branch so you can't breathe. On the ground, lost and found, understand me. Putting words in my mouth, trying to get free.
Your correct answer here for number 7. This movie came up quite recently in a different round as part of our quiz. It's got a couple of names. It came out initially in theaters as Edge of Tomorrow, but has since been rebranded as Live, Die, Repeat. Both acceptable responses here. A tip for you all: Top Gun is not going to come up in this round, but Top Gun does have a new movie coming out, and we're working. We have an in-person promotional event going on at the Harry Lemon 2 Thursdays from now. So if you are into Top Gun, you should go to trivia, not this Thursday, but next Thursday at the Harry Lemon in the East Village to get some Top Gun swag. Image number 8, name this Tom Cruise movie. Your correct answer for image number 8. This is Tom Cruise in the movie version of Rock of Ages. Rock of Ages. 2 more images to go. Then we've got a tiebreaker question to close us out. Here is number 9. Name this movie. That picture coming at you all. Your correct answer for number 9. This movie is called Oblivion. Oblivion is your correct response. 1 more image to go, after which we've got that tiebreaker question to close out the game. As always, your tiebreaker is going to have a number as an answer, and your goal in placing your response to that tiebreaker question is to guess as closely to the correct number as possible, which means you can guess over or under. Whoever's closer is going to break that tie. Let's do it. Image number 10. Name this movie. This character here is Les Grossman. The movie in question is Tropic Thunder. Tropic Thunder, your correct response for number 10. Hope you got it. Look at that hand. His hand looks like way bigger than his body. Is that actually his hand? I can't tell. Also, fun side fact, we have the King's Cup as part of our trivia tournament of champions. At the end of each season, teams are welcome to compete against one another, and we hope you attend our King's Cup coming up. But maybe if you live in Queens, as Peter and I do, there's a Queen's Cup here, which has nothing to do with trivia, but it's a cocktail contest between a bunch of bars, and they all dressed up as Tom Cruise characters last week. So that was a whole lot of fun to see. A friend of ours shaved the top of his head to look like Les Grossman here. It was incredible. Someone lowered themselves from the ceiling to do like a Mission Impossible moment. A lot of fun going on at Queen's Bars. If you're not familiar, check out the Queen's Cup. And we hope you check out the King's Cup too, because that's actually something we do. Let's get to this tiebreaker question. Here we go. What was the worldwide box office gross of 2008's Tropic Thunder? Hi, Dante. Come here. Oh, yes. That's a good dog. Cutie Pie 1, thank you for playing with us tonight. I'm not sure if it's your first time joining us. Maybe I know you were looking for an answer sheet at the top, but one person on your team was answering the questions. That's great. Shout out to that person who was doing great for you all here this evening. Hopefully next time you check it out, there will be a question that's there just for you. Only time will tell. Your correct answer for this tiebreaker question: Tropic Thunder worldwide grossed $191,146,256 at the box office. There's your answer. All right. If you ended up in a tie and your team is in the top 20 or so here tonight, we will work out the tiebreaker and post the final scores on our Instagram at NYC Trivia League. We'll do that as soon as we're able, so keep an eye out to see what happened this evening. Thank you all so much for being here. Our next quiz is coming up on Wednesday at 8 o'clock Eastern time at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Reminder, if you're able, please help us out via a donation this evening. Your donations go to help showing us that you want this virtual quiz to continue. You're paying our team of writers. You're keeping kibble in Dante's bowl. It really goes a very long way. So thank you so much for donating tonight. If you're able, those buttons at the bottom of your page. Let's check out our scores tonight. Here's where things stand. At the end of this evening, in a tie for 15th place with 29 points each, we have the question marks, Jackie Daytona, Why I Oughta, Boys Who Read, and Team Cockroach. Tied in 13th with 30 points, McClunky and the Corrected 1099s in 12th place tonight with 31 points. I still know what Team Cockroach did last summer. Tied in 10th place with 32 points, Little Lord Fuckleroy and Pieced It Together. Tied in 7th with 33 points, Team Gravy, New Pope, and the Blue Shells. Tied in 5th with 36 points, we have Banana Phones and 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Finishing up tonight in 4th place with 37 points, the Helsinki Syndrome. And we ended with a 3-way tie for first tonight. All of you came in with 40 points, a perfect score here this evening. Well done to We Drink and We Know Things 12, We Drink and We Know Things 22, and We Drink and We Know Things 69. Congrats to all of you. We're going to find out who truly broke that tie and won the game. See what happened on our Instagram at NYC Trivia League. Thanks again for being here, everybody. I have been Meredith from NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. This is Dante. He's a very snuggly, sweet guy. Thank you so much, Peter, for running things behind the scenes tonight. It was great to have you back. Again, I missed you last Wednesday. Thank you, teams, for playing. Thank you, Cullen, for making this possible. And thank you to Mur for creating the software that you all played the game on this evening. We'll be back on Wednesday at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Until then, good night, everybody. Be well.